The story begins with some friends who are partying happily at night. However, one of the girls is sitting quietly and looks sad. When all the friends see her, they all ask her, "What's the matter? Why are you so sad?" She tells them that a new app has been launched in the market that can tell the exact time of death for anyone who downloads it. The girl explains, "I'm sad because I also downloaded this app this morning, and when I opened it, it said that I am going to die exactly 15 days from now." Hearing this, all her friends start laughing at her, and as a joke, they all download the app. They make a bet that according to the app, whoever is going to die the soonest will have to finish all the drinks on the table alone. Before downloading the app, everyone sees a user agreement, or terms and conditions, and just like me, they also accept it without reading. After that, everyone starts seeing the countdown of their life. Now, everyone, one by one, starts showing the remaining time of their life to the others. Someone was going to live for 20 years, and someone for 60 years. But Courtney looks worried. When she shows her mobile phone to her friends, the app shows she only has 3 hours left. She will be killed as soon as the countdown hits 0. Seeing this, Courtney gets scared. But her friends reassure Courtney, "Don't be afraid. This app is just a joke." Now, according to the game, whoever has the least amount of time left in their life on their mobile will drink all the drinks on the table. Therefore, Courtney loses the game because she only had 3 hours left on her mobile. Now all the friends tell Courtney that according to the rules, she has to drink all the drinks. Just then, Courtney's boyfriend, Evan, arrives and drinks all the alcohol himself instead of Courtney. After the party, when Courtney was sitting in the car with her boyfriend Evan, Evan was drunk because he had drunk too much. Therefore, Courtney tells Evan not to drive. But Evan does not listen to her. Courtney was already afraid because of the app. So, she gets out of the car and starts walking home on foot. Evan asks Courtney several times to get back into the car. But when she doesn't, Evan gets angry and leaves her alone, driving away from there. Suddenly, Courtney's mobile receives a notification from the app that she has broken the user agreement. Courtney does not understand the meaning of this. But seeing this, Courtney gets even more frightened. Just then, we see a man wearing a black coat start following her. Courtney gets an alert on her mobile that she has only 7 minutes left. Courtney, panicking, quickly reaches her home. As soon as she enters the house, strange noises start coming into her ears, and the app's alert also keeps ringing constantly, which irritates her, so she switches off the mobile. But the phone turns on by itself, and the counting starts again. Finally, some unknown entity pulls Courtney up, and as soon as the countdown ends, Courtney dies from a fall. Here we come to know that this app is not a joke. Rather, it really tells the remaining time of a person's life. On the other hand, we see that Courtney's boyfriend, Evan, has crashed his car. Evan's life was saved, but a large piece of wood from a tree had pierced the seat where Courtney was supposed to be sitting. This means that, in reality, Courtney was supposed to die in this way. After that, we see a nurse named Quinn in the hospital who goes to a patient's room with a trolley. She sees that the patient has left the room without having breakfast. Quinn knows where the patient will be at this moment, so she goes straight to him. Here we see that the patient is none other than Courtney's boyfriend, Evan. Evan is very frightened. He tells Quinn everything about the countdown app, how his girlfriend downloaded it, and how she died at the exact time the app predicted. Quinn tries to reassure Evan that it must be just a coincidence. How can an app tell a person the time of the death? She tries to relax him and prepare him for surgery. But Evan is not ready for the surgery at any cost because he had also downloaded the countdown app. According to the app, Evan had only 19 hours left to live, and Evan's surgery is scheduled to happen exactly 19 hours later, and he understands that he will be killed during the surgery. But Quinn encourages Evan that nothing like this will happen. After some time, Quinn met the head nurses of the hospital. She takes her along, where a doctor and staff members surprise Quinn with a cake because she had passed the nurse's test. Now, when everyone is sitting and eating the cake, Quinn tells everyone about Evan's countdown app. Some other people also say here that we have also heard about this app. As a joke, these people also download this app to see the remaining time of their life. This includes a doctor named Dr. Sullivan, who is the head doctor here. The doctor is very happy to see the remaining time of his life on his mobile because he is going to live for 90 years, and the app also tells a long time for the others. Just then, a man brings a woman who had fainted due to an overdose. Her heart rate and breathing had stopped, but these people save her by giving her an injection. After working all day, when Quinn returns home in the evening, she receives a notification to download the countdown app. Not taking this app too seriously, she downloads it and accepts all the terms and conditions of this app without thinking. And then she finds out that she only has 2 days left of her life. Seeing this, she finds something strange. But Quinn ignores it and reaches home. Quinn's family includes her father and her younger sister, Jordan, whereas Quinn's mother died in a car accident a year ago. The next day at the hospital, Evan is shown to be very panicked because the time of his life on his mobile was slowly decreasing, and now he only had a few minutes left of his life. He decides to flee the hospital instead of having surgery. As soon as he starts running away, a notification comes on his mobile, which says that he has broken the user agreement. Here we come to know that when someone sees the remaining time of their life through this app, they cannot avoid the death. Just as Evan's girlfriend, Courtney, had tried to avoid her death by getting out of the car and walking a few days ago, she had broken the user agreement, and she was killed. Now, similarly, Evan is also trying to avoid his death by not having surgery. Now, will he be able to save himself or not? Let's find out. As soon as Evan started moving forward, Evan sees a black shadow behind him in the mirror. But as soon as Evan turns around and looks, there is no one there. Suddenly, the mirror in front breaks. Seeing this, Evan runs towards the stairs in fear. As he reaches there, the electricity suddenly goes out. Then he hears the sound of someone's footsteps. When he turns on the flashlight of his mobile phone, he sees his girlfriend Courtney in front of him. But his girlfriend has turned into a demon. He starts running away from her. But in a hurry, his mobile falls down the stairs, and after a while, that ghost also kills Evan and throws him down the stairs. When Quinn comes to the hospital, she finds out that Evan died from falling down the stairs. Hearing this, she starts remembering Evan's words when he kept telling Quinn the previous day that according to this app, he would be killed after 19 hours. Therefore, Quinn also starts suspecting, did this app really kill Evan? To turn her suspicion into certainty, she now goes straight to the place where Evan's body was kept. She picks up Evan's phone and tries to check it. But Evan's face lock was on this phone. For this, she removes the cloth from Evan's body and scans his mobile phone in front of his face, which unlocks the mobile, and she sees that this app's countdown has reached 0. Now Quinn is also completely convinced that this app is not a joke, but real. As soon as her attention shifts from the mobile to Evan's face, Evan's head turns on its own and looks at her. She gets scared and quickly puts the corpse back in the freezer. Now Quinn starts getting scared, thinking, lest all this happen to me too. Because, according to the app, she only had 1 day left, and tomorrow she was going to visit her mother's grave with her father, from which she understands that they will definitely have an accident on the way in which Quinn will be killed. Therefore, Quinn tries to avoid her death by calling her dad and cancelling the plan to visit the cemetery tomorrow. Suddenly, a notification comes on Quinn's mobile phone that she has broken the user agreement. Seeing this, she gets very worried. Just then, Dr. Sullivan calls her into the room and asks her to help the patient. But the doctor's intentions were something else here. He tries to force himself on Quinn. Quinn somehow manages to save herself from him and immediately goes out to complain about him to the head nurse. But before Quinn can tell her, the doctor engages the head nurse in some other work. After coming home, Quinn searches for this app on the internet at night and finds information about Courtney. She also finds a video of a girl who says that since downloading the app, she has started seeing the ghost of her brother who died many years ago. After a while, that girl says that her time is up, and then something happens to that girl too. But when Quinn checks the comments on the video, everyone calls it a fake video, which gives Quinn some peace. And as soon as Quinn closes the laptop, suddenly Quinn also sees Evan's ghost, which scares her a lot. But as soon as she turns on the light, Evan had disappeared. Then she received a notification again that she had broken the user agreement. She smashes her mobile on the ground, breaking it, and leaves the room to spend the entire night in the car out of fear. The next morning, Quinn's sister, Jordan, comes and wakes her up. Both of them return to their room, and there Quinn's younger sister, Jordan, sees Quinn's broken mobile, in which the countdown was still running. She tells Quinn, "You also downloaded this app." Hearing this, Quinn gets worried because her younger sister, Jordan, also knew about this app, and she was also a user of this app. Now Quinn's mobile screen was completely broken. So, she goes to a mobile shop to buy a new phone. She thinks that the killer app will also not be on the new mobile. But as soon as Quinn buys the mobile, the app automatically downloads itself into it. On this, Quinn screams in anger and asks the shopkeeper about this app. But he also does not know anything about it. The shopkeeper tries to delete it. But there was no option to delete this app. After which, Quinn angrily takes her mobile from the shopkeeper and leaves from there. Hearing Quinn's words, a boy named Matt comes to the shopkeeper. He also asks the shopkeeper about this app. On the other side, Quinn gets into her car to go back home. But as soon as she looks in the mirror in front, she sees a man wearing black clothes standing behind her car. As soon as she looks back, he disappears. Suddenly, the hands of some strange creature cover her mouth, due to which her car starts going in reverse rapidly and barely avoids hitting a parked car behind it. Just then, the man from the other car comes out in anger and starts screaming at Quinn. But just then, Matt, the customer from the same shop, comes out and handles the whole situation. He tells Quinn, "I have also downloaded this app, and I am going to die even before you." Now both of them sit in a bar and start talking about the app. Matt asks Quinn, "When you downloaded this app, did you read the user agreement?" To which Quinn replies, "No, I directly accepted the terms and conditions." Matt says, "I made the same mistake." Now both of them regret that they should have read the terms and conditions once before accepting them. Just then, Matt sees a drunkard in the bar. Seeing him, an idea comes to Matt's mind. He says to Quinn, "Why don't we get this application downloaded on this drunkard's mobile phone, through which we will be able to see the terms and conditions?" After this, both of them go to that drunkard. Since that drunkard was talking nonsense, both of them incite him to download the app. After which, the drunkard agrees. When he downloads the countdown app, and as soon as he reaches the terms and conditions page, Quinn takes the mobile from him and starts reading it thoroughly. And now they finally come to know about a rule that after seeing the time of death in the app, the user cannot try to avoid their death. Both of them had broken this agreement by cancelling their trip. Even after hearing all this, that crazy drunkard accepts those terms and conditions. Luckily, that drunkard finds out that he will live for 40 more years. Then Quinn remembers that there is a priest in the hospital where she works. Perhaps he can tell them a way out of this situation. After this, Quinn and Matt go to the hospital and explain the whole story of the demon to the priest. The priest says that he does not believe in demons. Therefore, he gives them the address of another priest who is an expert in demon matters. Before leaving, the head nurse takes Quinn to a meeting, where Dr. Sullivan falsely accuses Quinn that Quinn harassed him, not the other way around. But when Quinn tries to give an explanation, the head of the meeting does not listen to anything Quinn says and fires Quinn from the job. Quinn no longer cared about the job because now it was a matter of her life. After this, both of them reach a church where they look for a man about whom the priest had told them. And finally, both of them reach that father and tell the father everything about this app. Hearing their words, the father tells them a story written in the Bible. The story is written that about 100 years ago, there was a prince who had to go to fight a war. This prince was afraid that he might be killed in this war. After which, he went to an old gypsy lady and asked her if he would survive this war. The old lady says that she can tell him the exact time of his death, but the condition is that after knowing the time of his death, the prince will not try to avoid his death. The prince agrees, and he finds out that he will be killed in the war. Now, out of fear of death, the prince does not listen to the lady and sends his younger brother to fight the war. But nothing happens to his younger brother. Rather, they win the war. However, a demon named Ozhin starts following the cowardly prince, who tortures the prince and kills him at the exact time that was written in his destiny. The father, by concentrating, found out that an Ozhin demon is behind all this. The father said that perhaps this app is also a form of that Ozhin demon. He said, "If you want to avoid your death, first you both will have to hack this app and bring its code to me. When I see the code of this app, I will be able to save your lives from that demon." Hearing this, Quinn and Matt had to hack this app as soon as possible because now they had very little time left. Both of them come to the mobile shopkeeper and request him to hack this app. The shopkeeper was not ready for this work, but when Quinn gives him money, he agrees. After many hours of hard work, he finally hacks this app and extracts its code. Quinn quickly takes a photo of that code to show to the father. Here these people see that this app has millions of users, among which the shopkeeper, Derek, also suddenly sees his own name. He tampers with his code and makes his own age more than 100 years, and this idea actually works. Now Derek had full access to this app. He could increase anyone's age as much as he wanted. At the request of Quinn and Matt, the shopkeeper also increases the age of both of them. Just then, Quinn sees her sister Jordan's name in the database, and her death was going to happen 3 minutes before Quinn's. That is, both Quinn and Jordan were going to die in that accident. Anyway, Quinn also increases Jordan's age. Now Quinn and Matt become very happy because now they were not afraid of death. But this happiness was short-lived. After this, Quinn and Matt reached Quinn's house together and decided to spend the night in the same room for safety because the fear of the demon was still present in their hearts. At night, when they were about to sleep, Quinn asks Matt why he downloaded this app. Matt explains that a few years ago, he had a younger brother who was a very decent boy. He was always sick, and one day he died due to the illness, and since then, Matt has been afraid of death. When he came to know about this app, he wanted to know how long he himself would live. That's why I downloaded it. After this, Quinn tells Matt her story. One night, she went to a party without telling her mom. When her mother went out of the house to look for her, she had a car accident on the way, which killed her. After telling each other their stories, both of them fall asleep. Then, in the middle of the night, the demon comes again to scare Quinn. A strange voice echoes in Quinn's ears, which wakes her up. She saw that Matt's hand was on her stomach. She tries to wake Matt by shaking his hand. But just then, the real Matt opens the door and comes in. Actually, it was the demon's hand, not anyone else's, on Quinn's stomach. Here the demon attacks Quinn. But Matt, showing courage, snatches her blanket, which makes the demon run away. And here they find out that hacking the app was of no use because their countdown has returned to its original time. Now Quinn starts worrying about her younger sister, Jordan. On the other side, the demon also starts scaring Jordan. But before anything could happen to Jordan, Quinn reaches to get her. Jordan was very scared. Now all three of them go to Father John together. Quinn tells him that the plan to hack the app failed. The demon is still chasing us. After which, they tell the code used to hack the app to the father. After reading the code thoroughly, the father understands that whoever breaks the user agreement is afflicted with Ozhin's curse, which is a good thing according to the father because a curse can be broken. Now the father makes a plan to trap the demon in its own game. He explains that if they can prove the demon to be a liar, this curse will be broken. That is, if even one person dies a little before or a few seconds after the time given by the app, the demon will be proven wrong, and the curse will be broken this way. After this, all four of them reach the basement and create a ritualistic circle there. Now Matt had only a few minutes left, and the light starts blinking. This meant that the demon had come to take Matt. The father tells all three of them to quickly stand inside the circle and says that as long as they are inside this circle, no satanic power or demon can touch them. But do not try to step out of this boundary even by mistake, or you will be killed. After a while, the demon appears in front of them, but it cannot enter the circle. Suddenly, Matt sees his dead brother. But this is actually the demon taking the form of Matt's brother and deceiving Matt to make him step out. Seeing this, Matt gets emotional, and as soon as he steps out of the circle, the demon grabs Matt's foot and drags him away. Seeing this, Quinn also runs after him. When she comes outside and looks, Matt was standing on the road, completely safe and sound. But just then, a fast-moving car comes and hits Matt, crushing him, and with Matt's death, the countdown on his mobile also becomes 0. Seeing Matt's death with her own eyes, Quinn feels very bad, and now the next number was Jordan's. But Quinn sees that Jordan has been badly injured while going out. Therefore, she brings Jordan to her own hospital to treat her. Meanwhile, a nurse working with Quinn tells Quinn that she was absolutely right. Dr. Sullivan is also trying to flirt with me. Just then, Quinn's eye falls on the wicked Dr. Sullivan. Seeing Dr. Sullivan, an idea comes to Quinn's mind. She knew that this wicked doctor was going to live for 90 years. If Quinn kills this doctor now, the demon's curse will be broken, and the lives of both sisters will be saved. Now, to make this plan successful, Quinn goes to the doctor's office. She tells him, "I want my job back, and I am ready to do anything for it." Quinn tells him, "I am waiting for you in the secluded area behind the hospital." The doctor, overwhelmed by lust, cannot think of anything and falls for Quinn's trap, reaching that secluded place. Here Quinn was standing quietly with an iron rod in her hand. Getting the opportunity, Quinn attacks the doctor with the rod, which injures him, and he falls to the ground. Quinn had also brought a morphine injection with her, and just as she was about to give the injection to the doctor, the demon comes there and drags the doctor away, saving him, and the doctor runs away from there. Well, now it was time for Jordan to die. She only had 2 minutes left. The demon reaches to kill her. She tries to hide from the demon to save herself. But the app reveals her hiding place, and the demon catches Jordan. But just then, Quinn comes in front of the demon and starts injecting herself with the injection so that at least her sister's life can be saved. Now the demon takes the form of Quinn's mother and tries to mislead her. Seeing her mother, Quinn gets emotional, But she soon understands that this is a demon's trick, and she injects the morphine injection into herself. This way, Quinn dies before her time, and Ozhin is proven false. Then Ozhin, the demon, turns into smoke and flies away in the air, and Quinn's plan succeeds, which saves Jordan's life. Jordan now comes to Quinn and starts crying, and then she sees that the name of a medicine is written on her arm. And she also sees the bottle of the same medicine in Quinn's hand. So Jordan quickly fills it in a syringe and injects it into Quinn's arm, which ends the effect of the morphine, and Quinn comes back to life. Well, now the countdown for everyone stops right there. Quinn gets her job back, and the wicked doctor is jailed for his deeds. A few days later, Quinn goes to visit her mother's grave with her family. When these people start returning home, a notification comes on Quinn's mobile, and she sees that a new app named Countdown has been downloaded on her mobile. With this, the story ends. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and like the video.